beyond the village palings. Do you have a good reason to leave the village?
See that big metal bugger? I could have it. I could.
Do as you're told.
Steady on,
right?
George. It's got guns on it, you know.
Stop pinning it out like it owns the place.
Aye, but the robbers are proper fit of them robots. They won't try the luck here while we've got that.
What? Roberts is fit of them robbers. Only robbers. You're not making any sense.
A new customer. How do? Not often we're seeing new faces here. My name's Alf Buckshaw. Welcome to what's likely the last pub in Cumberland, such as it is. Now, what can I do for you? Bet you weren't expecting to find a place like Wyndham still ticking over after all what's gone on here, were you now? Lucky? It's not a word I'd use, but we'll learn to live with them. Folk will get used to anything given time. Which isn't to say, it's not nice to see some new faces coming through here now and then. Reminds a fella just how strange this all really is. The captain likes strangers too. He treats them better than he does the rest of the village. Means he can do things us regular folk can't. Oh, aye. There was a lady scientist here not so long ago. Dr. Garrow. They say she used to work at the site over the mere. Top dog too, I was told. Managed to get out while the rest of them boffins were trapped in with us. Any road, she turns up here a few months back out of nowhere and starts throwing her weight around. She did something that got the soldiers' backs up, and they stuck her in their jail on SKETHERMOOR. Well, I heard, and I don't know how much credit to give it, that she whispered something to one of them big gun turrets of theirs over at their camp, and the thing shut off, just like that. She waltzed right into the camp, and soldiers were all turned about looking for her. Captain didn't like being made a fool of like that. Of course, that's just hearsay and gossip, and I don't gossip, me. You let me know if there's aught else I can help you with. Keep your bloody voice down. Nothing brings the soldiers down on you faster than talking about that. Mayhap I heard rumours of it, but I can't see it out more than that. You think they don't search this place anyway? You'll have to work harder than that to scare me. Now, either you buy something or bugger off. You're boring me. I suppose I might be able to help a friendly traveller out. What sort of gear did he have in mind? Aye, that's the crux of it. Listen, there's plenty round here. We'll happily trade what you've got for what you need, me included. And feeling that, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and do a bit of scavenging. Get the right bits and bobs together, along with a recipe script to show you the way, and you can make some gear yourself. It's all a bit like being in the Scouts and the Guides these days, except the motto is, don't get killed. Well, after it all went to cock and we got quarantined, London started sending in soldiers. To start with, folk were happy to see them, but after a while, it turned out there was bugger all they could do to help. When they found out they weren't being let back through the wall again, well, it got nasty. Plenty round here, I reckon. It's what it would have been like if the Nazis had invaded after all. Of course, you didn't hear that from me, all right? See you round.
If you just let us have a crack at the outlaws around here, we can get rid of them and take their supplies. 2 birds, 1 bullet. Keep it civilized. No troublemakers. Behave yourself, civvy. It's the World Cup this year, isn't it? I'm sure it is.
Speak to a protocol officer if you require access for a legitimate reason.
Don't be causing trouble, all right? They better start
As
showing.
soon as possible to the controlling authority. Your vigilance can save lives.
Keep the peace. You're trespassing. Told me 5 years ago I'd see worse in the Lake District than what I saw in Malaya, I'd have laughed in your face. More fool me.
Hello. I've not seen you before, have I? Welcome. Right, I've got a quick question for you. It might seem a bit blunt, but I've learned it avoids confusion later. You're not going to try and kill me, are you? Excellent answer. I can see we're going to get along like an house on fire. You're new around here, aren't you? Bootsy never forgets your face. And I haven't seen yours before. And you're not in uniform, which means you're not one of us army lads. Protocol now, that's what we go by. Well, this region you're in is our land for a start. We took over an old RAF place. Good and secure. We see off any threats from there. Take warning now. Outlaws have tried it on in the past. And it's made the patrols here in SKETHERMOOR a bit trigger happy. If your plans to wander about, be careful. Soldiers won't tell you from the next bugger, and they'll shoot before they ask. Now then, if it's supplies you're after, then Bootsy's your man. I'm Corporal Bootsy, by the way. Hello. I can get my hands on stuff for trade that the folks in the village can't. Yeah, but everywhere's dangerous in the zone. The trick round here is to stay away from our outposts, then you should be alright. There's our camp, of course, and then the special detachment is garrisoned in a commandeered RAF bunker. Well, the flyboys weren't using it, so why not? Steer well clear of both of those spots. I'll mark them for you. There I am. One of the heroic squaddies sent to sort out this whole palaver. You can see how well that turned out. Soldiering ain't so noble around here anymore. Not in a place like this. So I just make life a bit more bearable for people. Bit of buying and selling never hurt no one, did it? Well, that's all hush-hush, as you can imagine. Something odd came out with the government projects here, and anything that doesn't look right, well, Captain has us burn it to cinders. There's this stuff you see, and I should stop talking. Captain has had me eyes if he knew. You'd understand. See you around, chum.
Behave yourself, Sibby. Do as you're told, right?
I've killed them on the
One more civvy gives me cheek and I'll top the bastard. Orders be blowed.
Not sure about you. Problem solved.
Fraternization with the civilian population is discouraged. Good discipline requires respect.
but just let me show him what I can do. We're getting nothing done here. Show him what I can do. We're getting nothing done here.
That the guards are permitted to use lethal force against escapees. Due to ammunition usage restrictions, this usually means being bayoneted. Ask yourself, is trying to dodge justice worth a bayonet in the ribs? guards are reminded that fraternizing with the prisoners is forbidden and subject to martial discipline. Remain professional at all times.
Keep the peace, Civvy.
One more city gives me cheek and I top the bastard. Orders.
The new work schedule for the coming week has been posted and comes into operation from tomorrow.
You there! Come here. Who are you then? You don't look like any sort of guard. Well then, my reputation precedes me. Are you here to free me? You'd better be. I might be the only person who can resolve this whole dreadful mess. Ye gods! That man! He doesn't give up, does he? Look, I don't care what information you take back to him. The man's a narrow-minded fool. He'll never understand this place. I, on the other hand, well, not to boast, but I built it. I'm a far more useful ally to have in this neck of the woods than the captain can ever aspire to. Look, just agree to get me out of this wretched cell, and I'll give you whatever you want. Very well. I had a particular device with me, a signal redirector. The device allows me to remotely alter the polarity of power signals, especially useful for bypassing old security systems. Those buffoons. A very charitable term considering they've accused me of muttering incantations like a fairy tale witch. Those buffoons who confiscated the device thought it was a broken radio. The signal redirector itself is probably being kept in their security office nearby, so have a hunt around. Once you have it, there's an old control room near here that the soldiers have been unable to unlock. Use the device to redirect power to that control room, and you will be able to get inside. From there, you should be able to open the cell doors. I'm sure the cell controls are somewhere nearby. Off you go.
guards are reminded that fraternizing with the prisoners is forbidden and subject to martial discipline. Remain professional at all times. All prisoners. The new work schedule for the coming week has been posted and comes into operation from tomorrow. Are nutritionally balanced and provide everything a healthy body needs. Calling it gruel or pig swill is a disciplinary offense.
Yes, scuppered. Need cover. Take them out, boys!
Report to the armory.
Don't slack up.
Can't be sure
best shot. I'm taking a shot. The longer you hide, the worse it'll be. Intruder sighted! Get the cover!
Alert! Prisoner containment failure input.
Get to cover!
That's right. Get.
Is someone there?
will awaken as if from a nightmare. others have and will offer you escape. To follow their advice is at best optimistic, at worst foolish. Be careful. Trust only me.
Paint the boundary wall institutional green and call this whole country a lunatic asylum.